Hi yogis, welcome to my Vinyasa Flow class today. Our topic is being out of balance when we want to come back into balance, to find our wholeness, to ground deeply and connect with the earth beneath us. So whenever we are out of balance, if it's based by just a lot of thoughts and worries, a chattering mind, whatever it is, it's always a good way to reconnect with who you are, with what all lies already in us, and to use our breath as an anchor. So I hope you enjoy this class and let's get started in child's pose today. So please find your way down to the mat. And if you have two blocks available, that's a good time to bring them closer to your mat. So please come on all fours. Your wrists are under your shoulders, knees are under your hips. And option to take your knees a little bit wider. Bring your big toes to touch and gently release your seat back down towards or on your heels, wherever you're at. And take your elbows a little bit wider to the outside. Maybe your index finger are touching for a triangle. And gently relax your forehead down to the ground. And I invite you to close your eyes and turn inwards. Just relax your shoulders, and relax your jaw, and just observe for a moment, how does it feel like to breathe today? And where is your breath at? No judgment, just observe for a moment. So maybe your breath is short and you find it more in your collarbones, or maybe it's in your chest or belly. Wherever it's at, just observe and notice. Maybe you wiggle with your hips for a moment to just settle in a little bit deeper, arriving in your practice here today. Now I want you to bring your awareness to your body and all parts which are supported by the earth beneath you. Pressing your palms into the ground, feeling your forearms, elbows, maybe part of your upper arm, your knees, shins, the top of your feet, and your forehead, resting on the surface that's supporting your body. Just notice, how does it feel to be held by the earth beneath you? And starting to bringing our awareness to our breath by inhaling and exhaling through the nose. And turning on our Ujjayi breath by constricting the back of our throat and creating an oceanic sound with our exhales. So breathe in and out. Filling up your abdomen, chest, and collarbones. Breathe in to the top. Hold and release all the breath out. Long, slow exhale. And wherever your breath is at, no judgment. Just try to fill your lungs up with air as good as you can. Pause at the top. And then release everything out. Let everything go. Now I want you to visualize in your mind's eye that with each inhale you're taking in all of this energy from the earth, entering through all the connection points of your body, touching the surface beneath you. And filling up your body with oxygen and energy. And if any thoughts arising, just acknowledge them, welcome them, let them pass. Maybe visualize your thoughts as leaves. Label them and let them fall into a river. Let them float away. One more inhale together. Breathe in through the nose, filling up your lungs to the top. Hold and release. Let it all out. Let go. And gently flutter your eyes open when they were closed and lift your forehead a little bit off the ground. And start walking your hands to the outside, to the left side. Maybe extend your arms a little bit and walk your hands over. And the right hand is resting on the left. Breathe in, fill your right side, your rib cage with air. And release. One more breath here. Breathe in through the nose. And long exhale. Last time. Just like that. And on your next inhale, walk your hands back to center. And over to the right side. Breathe out, release. Maybe your left palm is resting on your right hand. 2 more rounds of breath here. And filling up the left side of your rib cage with air, like inflating a balloon. And when you reach the top, release, let it all go. Good, one more time, just like that. Good, and on your next inhale, walk your hands back to center. Breathe in and out. And come back and push yourself back up to all fours. Bring your knees hip width apart if they were widened. Now we're coming into some cat and cow poses. Breathe in for cow. Let your abdomen drop. Bring your collarbones back. Gaze forward. Breathe out. Press through your palms into the earth while you round your back up towards heaven. Maybe gaze between your knees. Breathe in. Abdomen drops. Your heart shines forward. And breathe out. Cat pose, getting round, arch your back. Connect breath with movement here, flowing through your own rhythm. You're welcome to add any organic movements you feel like you need. Just keep on floating through cat and cows here. And when we all meet in our cow pose, breathing in, shoulders rolling back, gaze forward. On your next exhale, round your back and release your hips back down to your seat into child's pose. Coming back up, inhale for cow, exhale for child's pose. Inhale, cow, exhale, push back to child's pose. We're going to flow through this connection, breath and movement, everybody in your own rhythm. Breathe in and out, release back down. Good. 2 more rounds here. And we're all going to meet in all fours. Coming into cow pose one more time. Breathe in, let your heart shine. Curl your toes under, breathe out, and lift your hips towards heavens. Coming into maybe your first downward facing dog today. Keep your knees bent for a very long spine. Your chest is moving towards your thighs. Your fingers are spread wide, biceps rotating to the outside of the room. And whenever you feel like it, start slowly pedaling through your feet. And then come to stillness. Bring your heels down to the ground or towards the ground. Your head and your ears are next to your biceps. And take 2 rounds of breath here. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. One more time, breathe in through the nose and release through the mouth. One more, inhale through the nose and let it all go. Good, turning back to our Ujjayi breath. Gaze forward, prepare to move, and slowly walk your feet towards your hands to the top of the mat. For a fold, let your head become heavy, your neck become heavy. Maybe clasp opposite elbows and start just, swaggling a little bit from side to side. Relax your shoulders and relax your jaw. Just become heavy. And while you're breathing in here, I want you to visualize one more time the connection to the Mother Earth. Maybe press your toes into Mother Earth a little bit more. Just feel this connectiveness. And when you breathe in, feel all of the energy coming from the earth into your body. And then out of the crown of the head, let it just all drop out there. Breathe in, pulling up the energy, and breathe out. Let it all flow out. And if you have any thoughts right now, let them just drop out of the crown of your head. One more breath here. And on your next inhale, bring your hands on your shins for a halfway lift. Long spine, gaze down, exhale forward. Inhale, slowly round your back up, rolling it up each vertebra at a time. On top, bring your shoulders up to your ears and roll them back. Good. Breathe in, circle your arms around and up. Maybe gaze up, exhale, cactus your arms. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, cactus your arms. Inhale, reach. Exhale, cactus your arms. Stay here. Breathe in. And on your exhale, slowly move your arms that your elbows and your palms touch in front of you. Breathe in, open. Breathe out, close. Breathe in, open. Breathe out, close. Breathe in, open. And up to the sky. And breathe out, swan dive forward. Breathe in, halfway lift, hands on shins. And exhale, bring your palms to the ground or fingertips. Step one foot back, the other one follows, coming into a plank pose. Just check in with your body alignment, that your wrists are under your shoulders. Your abdomen is engaged, your core is engaged, and press your weight back into your heels. So your heels are floating over the ground. Just bring your weight back to your heels. Staying strong. 2 rounds of breath here. And on your next exhale, release your knees down to the ground, top of the feet down to the ground. Take your elbows close to your body. Breathe in. And on the next exhale, slowly lower your chest down to the ground. Checking in with your body one more time, feeling your palms pressing into Mother Earth. Your pelvic presses into the mat, that your kneecaps lift, top of the feet, breathing into the mat. Breathe in, peel your chest from the floor for little cobra. Breathe out, release back down. One more time, breathe in, little cobra. Breathe out, come back on all fours and curl your toes up to downward facing dog. Breathe in and out. And on your next inhale, lift your right foot towards heavens. Bend your right knee and start circling in one direction and the opposite direction. Good. Breathe in. Extend your leg to the heavens and breathe out. Release the foot back down. On your next inhale, other side. Bring your left foot towards heavens. Extend. Bend your knee and start circling in one direction with your knee. Drawing circles. And opposite direction. And breathe in, extend your foot, your leg to the sky. Exhale, release your foot down to the mat. And breathe in, gaze forward, prepare to move. And exhale, walk your feet to your hands, to the top of the mat. Forward fold. And breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, circle your arms around and up. Come up. Gaze up. Exhale, cactus your arms. Breathe in, reach. Breathe out, cactus your arms. Breathe in, reach. And on your next exhale, release your seat back down to the ground. For chair pose. Just check in with your, just gaze down for a moment. We want to see our toes. And on your next exhale, maybe sink a little bit deeper. And stay here. Hold. Good. Inhale, straighten your legs, come up, gaze up. Exhale, palms touch, bring your hands to heart center. Good. Take a step back with your left foot towards the end of the mat, coming into a wide stance. So both our toes are facing into the corners of our mat. Breathe in. Inhale. Circle your arms around and up. Exhale. Cactus your arms and cactus your legs. So coming into a goddess pose here. Check in with your body, that your core is engaged. So draw your abdomen up and in. Release your shoulders. Breathe in. Extend your arms to the sky. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, reach. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, reach. On your next exhale, release your right forearm down to your right thigh. Left arm reaches over your head. Maybe gaze up or down. Keep breathing. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, reach and center. Exhale, release the left forearm down to the left side. Right arm reaches over. 2 rounds of breath here. On your next inhale, good, turn back to center, both arms reaching up. Exhale, cactus your arms. Inhale, reach. Exhale, cactus your arms. Inhale, straighten your legs and your arms, coming into a star pose. Good. Taking your hands to your hips for a moment. And bring your back heel to the back of your mat, facing to the long back side of your mat. And the front foot, lift your toes. Your toes are facing forward. Maybe you want to move with your heel a little bit more towards the end of the mat. Bring your arms up into shoulder heights and bend your front knee, coming into warrior two. Relax your shoulders. Draw your abdomen up and in. Root down in your back foot. Your front ankle is under your knee. And try to find a focal point, gazing over your front hand, maybe the middle finger. And we stay here for a couple of more breaths. Feeling the earth beneath us, feeling the energy entering our body, and coming up to our root chakra, traveling all the way up in our spine and out of the crown of the head. And breathe in, let the energy flow through you. On your next inhale, flip your front palm towards heavens and come up with your front arm over your head for reverse warrior. Left arm slides down. Exhale, come back to warrior two. Extend both arms. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, come back to warrior two and release your right forearm down to the right side. Left arm comes over your head. Extended side angle pose. Option to breathe up, gaze up or down, whatever feels best in your neck. Just explore. Rooting down into both feet. Be strong and keep breathing. Good. Exhale. Come back to warrior two. Straighten your front leg and heel toe your back foot in. Breathe in. Maybe come a little bit moving forward with your right hand as if somebody would pull you. And on your exhale, bring your right hand down on a block or your ankle, shin, wherever you are. And the left hand goes straight up, coming into our Trikonasana, triangle pose. Option to gaze down or up, whatever is best for you. And keep breathing, letting the energy flow. Good. Exhale, come back up. Bend your front knee. Take the hands on your hips and lift the back heel and bring it to the back side, to the end of the mat. Bringing our hips facing forward, and inhale, reach both arms up to the sky, coming into a high lunge. Press all of the weight to your back heel, relax your shoulders, maybe gaze up. Good. And when you're ready, release your hands back to the ground. Step the right foot back, staying here in plank pose. Release your knees to the ground, top of the feet to the ground. Inhale, and on your next exhale, release back down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, we're all going to meet in downward facing dog. Breathe in, gaze forward, prepare to move. Exhale, walk your feet towards your hands. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Breathe in, circle your arms around and up. Gaze up. Exhale, cactus your arms. Inhale, lift. Arms to the sky. Exhale, cactus down. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lower your seat down, coming into a chair pose. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Maybe tuck your tailbone. Be long and strong. And I want you to try to lift your toes a little bit, just to bring all of your weight into your heels. Maybe release your toes now back to the ground. Just feel the weight in your heels. Good. 2 more rounds of breath here. You're strong. You can do it. Keep on breathing. On your next inhale, reach all the way up. Gaze up, palms touch. Exhale. Bring your hands in front of your heart center. Good. We're going to step back with the left foot again to the end of the mat. Coming again in our wide stance. Both toes of the feet are facing toward the corners of our mat. Take your hands on your hips. Breathe in. And on your exhale, slowly lower your torso, that your spine is first parallel to the ground. Taking a deep breath in here and lowering all the way down to a fold. Bring your palms onto blocks or on the earth. Try to keep your hips square. Maybe you want to heel toe your feet a little bit wider, whatever feels most comfortable to you. Maybe you can relax your forehead, the crown of the head, to the earth. Wherever you're at, press your palms into the ground. Maybe you want to place your hands that your fingers are facing to the back of the room and walk your hands below you. Whatever feels best to you. Option to hold your ankles and just pull yourself, your torso a little bit more into a fold. Keep on breathing. Relax your head. Relax your neck. Good. Bring your hands back on the mat and bring your left hand under your face. The right hand reaches up towards heavens while we open our right side. Breathe in. And breathe out. Release your hand back down to the ground. Right hand under your face. Left hand reaches up to the sky. Turning to our left, opening our chest. Exhale, release your hand back down to the middle. Breathe in, half lift. Long spine, gaze down. Breathe out, fold. Breathe in, maybe bring your hands to your hips again and slowly come all the way up. And pause for a moment on the top. Breathe in and out. Right. Bring your arms extended and bring your back heel, your right heel, towards the right corner of the mat, like that the foot is parallel with the end of the mat. Front foot, now lift your toes and bring them that they face forward. Bend your left knee, maybe again, heel toe, your back leg a little bit to the back. So we want that our front ankle is under our knee. Breathe in and out for warrior two. Relax your shoulders, gaze over your front hand. And observe for a moment how you're feeling, how your body feels, and where your breath is at. Take some deep in and exhales here. Feeling your ribcage expanding and releasing. On the next inhale, reverse warrior, lift your left arm overhead, right hand slides down. Exhale back to warrior two. Inhale one more time, reverse warrior. Breathe in. Exhale warrior two and release your left forearm down to the left side. Right arm reaches overhead. From here, exhale, come back to warrior two. Extend both arms, extend the front leg, heel toe your back foot maybe a little bit in. Breathe in, move a little bit forward with your front arm, and on your exhale, bring your left hand down towards your shin or ankle or ground or on the block, and the right arm reaches up. Coming into our triangle pose, Trikonasana. Feeling the energy flowing through your triangle. Feeling how you root into the ground with your feet. Good. On your next exhale, come back up into warrior two. Bend your front knee one more time. And lift the back heel up from the ground. Bring it to the back end of the mat. Bring your hips facing forward and reach both hands up towards heaven for a high lunge pose. Maybe gaze up. Good. Exhale, release both hands down to the ground. Step your front foot back, meeting the back foot, coming into plank pose. Hold. Keep breathing. On your next exhale, lower your knees down, top of the feet down, and bring your torso down. Inhale, peel your chest for a little cobra. Exhale, release. One more time. Breathe in, little cobra. And exhale. We're all going to meet in downward facing dog. Good. Press one more time deeply into the mat. Your hands, your feet, you are connected and you are supported. One more breath in through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Release all the heat. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Good. From here, walk your feet towards the top of the mat now, to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, circle your arms around and up. Come up, gaze up. Exhale, cactus your arms. Inhale, reach. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, reach. Exhale, sink your hips down, coming into chair pose or low chair, as low as you can. Hold here. Keep on breathing. This time I want you to try to lift your heels, coming on your tippy toes. Stay here. Just explore for a moment. And back on your heels. Inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. And step your right foot back toward the end of the mat, coming back in our wide stance. Both feet are facing to the corners of the mat. Take both hands on your hips again. Inhale, and on your exhale, fold forward. Both hands down on the ground. Maybe heel toe your feet a little bit wider. Come all the way down. Maybe the crown of your head is resting there. Breathe in, halfway lift. And breathe out, walk your hands over to the right foot. Maybe you grab your right ankle or shin and fold. 2 breaths here. Walk your hands back to the center. Breathe in. On your exhale, walk both hands over to your left foot. Maybe grab the left ankle or chin or the back side of your calf and just pull maybe your body a little bit closer for a forward. 2 breaths here. On your next inhale, walk your hands back to center. Breathe in, halfway lift. Long spine, gaze down. Exhale, fold. And take your hands on your hips. Gently come halfway up. Have your spine parallel to the floor. Keep on breathing. And now slowly, on your inhale, come all the way up. Good. Breathe in, extend your arms to the sky. Exhale, cactus your arms. Inhale, reach. Exhale, cactus your arms. Good. Bring your arms wide. Bring your arms up. Palms touch and bring your hands in front of your heart center. Good. Take your hands on both hips and lift your front toes facing forward. Lift your back heel, bringing it to the back of the mat. Bring both hips facing toward the front. Inhale, rise your arms up for a high lunge. Maybe gaze up. Good. And on your exhale, step forward, coming to the top of the mat. Bring your feet hip width apart. Bring your palms facing forward, relax your shoulders. Coming into Tadasana. I want you to lift all 10 toes and slowly let the toes down and let them sink into Mother Earth. Maybe you want to close your eyes for a moment and just observe how your body feels. Observe where your breath is at. Maybe your breath is way deeper and longer. Maybe you find it now in your chest or in your abdomen. Taking deep breath in and out through the nose. Good. Flutter your eyes open. If they were closed, inhale, rise your arms up towards heavens, gaze up. Exhale, cactus your arms. Inhale, reach. Exhale, cactus your arms. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lower your seat down into chair pose. This time I want you to take both hands on your thighs. Breathing in and arching our back in the opposite direction like a rainbow, like we do in cow pose. Exhale, round your back, round your shoulders for cat. Inhale for a cow. Exhale, round and inhale. Bring your shoulders back, let your heart shine, and 2 more rounds. Be strong in your leg. Feel the connection to the ground while your breath is floating through you. Good. Extend your arms up to a chair pose. Inhale. Reach all the way up to the sky with your arms. Gaze up. Good. Palms touch. Exhale. Bring your hands in front of your heart center. Hands on the hips. Step the left foot back, coming into a wide leg stance. One more time. Breathe in. Take both arms up to the sky. And on your exhale, bend both knees and let your arms fall in front of you. Inhale, reach up, come to a stand. Exhale, bend your knees, let your arms fall. Inhale, reach. And fill up your lungs. Exhale, exhale. Breathe out through the nose. Breathe in, deep breath in and exhale. Combining your movement with your breath. Let it all fall out. One more time. Breathe in. Fill your lungs. Breathe out. Push all the air out. Good. Last time. Breathe in. Come up. Let your palms touch. Exhale. Bring all the air out. And bring your palms in front of you, touching your heart. Good. One more time. Breathe in to the sky. Arms reach. And palms touch in front of you. Let all the heat go out. Good. Taking a step to the front of the mat one more time, or even to the length of the mat. We're coming into our tree pose. So bring all of your weight into your right foot right now. Ground your right foot deeply into Mother Earth. And lift your left knee up towards you. Raise it up and bring it to the outside. Now you have the option to bring the sole of your left foot back to the ground and just lean against your leg. Or you can bring it to your calf above your ankle and under your knee. Or you can bring it way up so that it's above your knee on the inside of your thigh. Just explore. And when you come out of it, no problem. Just get your way back in. Pressing your inner thigh from the right leg against your sole for stability. And then try to release your left hip a little bit down when it's floating. And find a focal point in front of you. Makes it much easier to focus our balance. And then maybe you want to raise your arms. Inhale, reach up. Maybe you keep them up. Maybe you let the palms touch. Just explore and keep on breathing. And I want you one more time in your vision's eye, just to imagine you are a tree. You are strong. You are bending in the wind. You are carrying all the load, whatever it is, with your shoulders, with our bodies, with our mind. But now I want you to imagine that you have roots, and your roots are going out of your right foot right now, deeply into the ground. And just visualize them going deeper and deeper, just connecting with Mother Earth. And they give you stability. They keep you grounded and connected. So whenever you feel the chattering in your mind and you feel lost, so just come back to the connectiveness with the earth, that you are strong, that you are stable, and that you have it all in you. Exhale, bring your palms back in front of your heart center, release your leg down to the ground, and maybe let's shake out our right foot for a moment. And coming to the other side, bring your weight to the left foot, ground it deeply into the earth. And when you're ready, breathe in, rise your right knee up, bring it to the outside your leg, and then place your sole of your right foot to the shin or to the thigh, wherever you are at. And maybe the side feels completely different than the other, so just acknowledge and observe. Lower your right hip a little bit down, level it out. And when you're ready, inhale, reach your arms up towards the sky. And keep on breathing. And one more time, just feeling the energy from the ground, your roots below you, going out of your left foot into the earth, growing and connecting with dirt and everything what holds it. And while you're standing here breathing, just feel how the energy enters your body. The roots just sucking all the energy up into your foot, up into your body, into your root chakra, all the chakras up the spine, into the crown of your head. Just feeling how strong you are, that you are never lost, and that you're whole and complete. Exhale, bring your palms to touch and down in front of your heart center if they were lifted, and release the foot back down to the ground. Maybe now shake the left foot out a little bit. Good. Coming to the top of the mat, bring your feet to the outside of the mat, both toes touching, facing to the corners of the mat. Inhale, raise your arms up towards heaven. Exhale, cactus your arms. Inhale, reach. Palms touch. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center and squat down. Lower your seat down, coming into a garland pose. Maybe staying here with your seat. Maybe you are up here. Also option to use a block and rest on a block. Whatever is reachable and available to you in your body. Please just stay there. Option to press both elbows against your inner thighs for a more intense stretch. Keep on breathing. And this is a beautiful pose for grounding. Both feet are touching the ground. We are very connected to the earth. And this is a beautiful pose. But when we're kids, we always go and watch a little, if you watch little toddlers, they just automatically going in this pose and just observing their environment, and it's very grounding. One more round of breath here. Good. And take your hands behind you and slowly release your seat down to the ground. Maybe bring the seat a little bit more to the back. And bring both soles to touch in front of you. Coming into a butterfly pose. Sitting with a long spine. Maybe taking both hands to your feet like you're holding an open book. Breathe in, long spine. On your exhale, gently fold a little bit over your legs. Keep your spine extended. Breathe in, let the energy flow along your spine. And on your exhale, maybe you fold a little bit more. If you feel that gravity is taking over too much, you also have the option to put a block on each side below your thighs. Maybe on your next exhale, just soften a little bit more. Maybe let your head hang. Maybe bring your hands to the ground. And keep on breathing here. And on your next exhale, gently walk your hands back to your body until you're sitting up straight. And take both hands to the outside of your knees and helping to close your knees, your legs. Bring both hands next to your body. Long spine here. And inhale while you lift your head up, gaze up. Let the energy flow. Keep on breathing. Good. Extend both legs now in front of you, coming into a staff pose. Good. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky, long spine. Exhale, hinge over your hips. Bring your hands maybe to your shins. Maybe they can touch your feet wherever you're at. Just stay here. Try to have a long spine and just hinge from your hips. Keep on breathing. Good. When you're ready, slowly walk your hands back to your body, let you sit up straight. And now I want you to bring the right foot, the right sole into your left thigh. Breathe in and fold over your left leg. Maybe this is a little bit more available to you for a fold. Keep on breathing. One more round of breath here. Exhale, walk your hands back, coming back up. Breathe in and out. And opposite side. Extend your right leg and bring your left sole to the inner right thigh. Maybe with a little bit your sit bones that you really have a good seat here. Breathe in. Rise your arms up to the sky. Exhale, fold over your right leg. Maybe grab your foot or shin. And keep on breathing. One more round of breath here. Good. Walk your hands back to your body. Come, bring your hands next to your side. Extend your front leg. And one more time, breathe in and gaze up for a moment. Or gently lift your chin. Good. Bending your knees, bringing both feet, maybe rearrange your seat a little bit more that you're in the middle of the mat because we're going to lower our body down. Press both big toes into the earth. Reach both arms, extend them in front of you, spread your wings wide. Relax your shoulders, gaze forward, keep on breathing. Take a deep breath in, and on your exhale, gently lower down each vertebra at a time. So the head and neck is last. Good. Bring one knee into your chest, the other one follows. Give yourself a hug and rock for a moment from side to side, massaging your lower back. Good. And when you're ready, extend one leg and the other one follows, coming into our final resting pose, Shavasana. Let your feet fall open and let your palms facing down, just for more connection to the earth. Bring your arms wide so that your palms are not on the mat anymore. Try to broaden your collarbones, let your shoulders be wide. And I invite you to close your eyes and let go of any controlled breath here. Feel the body parts which are connected with the ground, what so lovingly is supporting you. The back of the heels, your calves, your thighs, your buttocks, lower back, mid back, upper back, shoulders, your forearms, your lower arms, your palms, your thumbs, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth fingers, the back of your head. Just sink deeper into the ground. With each exhale, let gravity take over. And relax your face. Relax your eyebrows. Relax the spot between your eyebrows. Relax your cheeks, your lips. Let your tongue fall into the bottom of your mouth. Relax your jaw and just soften. And when you're ready, gently bring your awareness back into the room, observing any sounds around you, noticing the touch of the air while you're inhaling, exhaling through the nose, air touching your nostrils. Maybe you're adding some movements to your body, starting wiggling with your fingers, circling your wrists and ankles. Maybe you're going for a full body stretch, extending your arms over your head, from your fingertips into your toes. Taking one knee into your chest, the other one follows, giving yourself a very big, loving hug. When you're ready, gently roll over to the right side of your body, resting on the right forearm for a moment. Maybe keeping your eyes closed and just thanking yourself for the time you took today to show up for your wellness, your well-being. Breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. When you're ready, gently press yourself up into a seated position to meet me. And breathe in, circle your arms around and up, gaze up, palms touch, exhale. Bring your hands in front of your heart center. Gently pressing your knuckles of your thumbs into your chest. Take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the nose. And I want you to observe, how does it feel to breathe right now? Filling up your lungs until the top. Hold your breath and release through the nose slowly. Let it all go. Everything what does not longer serve you. One more time, breathe in through the nose, abdomen, chest, collarbones, top, pause, and breathe out, collarbones, chest, abdomen, empty it all out, release. Last time, deep inhale through the nose, abdomen, chest, collarbones, and when you reach the top, hold your breath and release, exhaling everything out. Let it all go. Now, I invite you to gently dip your chin a little bit. And slowly flutter your eyes open, taking in the room in front of you, colors and items. And I hope that you feel more safe and peaceful, that your breath is deeper than it was before, and that you can take this experience, that you have your breath as an anchor wherever you are, that you can take it from here off the mat into your day. Namaste.